we do the Rhiannon method? Taking notes out? Only the classiest can explain. And, you know, written on craft closet paper. Nothing like last minute notes and homework, just like college, all those years ago, back in 2012. Give me a second to, you know, decipher. I was literally writing these like right before coming here. Nice. All right. First of all, congratulations to the lovely couple of the year. I had a hard time coming up with something to say because I didn't want it to be like stupid, overly cheesy and lame, and it's probably going to end up being cheesy and lame anyway because that's how they happen. So, yeah, YOLO and stuff. I just shamed myself as a bridesmaid for using YOLO. I'm sorry. I disgrace you. Well, as you may have known or guessed just now, Rhiannon was named after the lovely Fleetwood Mac song. And some facts about that song that I found via Google, which, you know, totally the Twilight method. That's what Stephanie Meyer did, and it worked for her. It works for me now. And also, it works for Google, so you're welcome for the advertising.
She better get a check for that.
All right. So Rhiannon is a Welsh goddess. The myth is that she shuns a god and marries a mortal man, and that god gets all pissed off and frames her for murdering her son, which is not something she did, but she was framed. At least that's what Google told me. And he makes her stand at the entrance of the city and say that she killed her child. This is not what the song was based off of, though, although Stevie did end up liking it in the end. What it is based off of is a book called The Triad by Mary Leader, which I think is kind of funny because she has a large character named Tria. Short for Demetria, but I don't know if that was planned or not. Was that planned? It just happened. Look at that.
What a crazy random happen.
The book is about a woman who believes she is being possessed by the spirit of a woman named Rhiannon. There are themes of mythology and the occult that Stevie used in the song along with the name, and that is what it was based off of. Just a little fact. Didn't know you were going to school today, but you are, even though it's Sunday. Alright, so, moving on. Growing up with Rhiannon, we always had our ups and downs, we had our sibling rivalries, but... Turn the page. Turn the page, wash your hands. Alright, so yeah, we had, you know, the sibling rivalries, but in the end, you know, we still always had each other. Whenever things went down, we would get in trouble together. And by getting in trouble together, I mean Rhea would make messes that she would so graciously share the blame with me. For example, syrup in the corner of the carpet. Like I was old enough to figure out to do that. Or even worse, a sandwich in the VCR. Because those slots are obviously for sandwiches. Oh, what about this tape play? Did you know you have a sandwich in the VCR? Oh, that explains it. Also, makeup all over the bedroom, which, I mean, you were home. You could have woken up. This is all your fault. And it was her makeup, she should know. And the ever-classic burning the bagel in the microwave by sticking it in for 10 minutes as opposed to 1. And then sitting in front of the TV with her perfectly made bagel watching Ninja Turtles as I have to run upstairs to the parents and try to explain to them why the house is on fire.
That's why we sent her to engineering school.
In fact, I didn't even say anything to a.m., I stood next to the bed like, and they woke up and like, oh shit, what just happened? So thank you for all that. Everyone used to tell us growing up when we'd fight, which was pretty often, that we fight now, but in the future we will be best friends. And I mean, I gotta say, they weren't wrong. I do love you more now than I did back then. When you picked on me all the time and made me bite you. I warned you. That blood was not my fault. You picked on me relentlessly, and I said, I will bite you if you don't stop. And you didn't stop. I also developed a nasty habit of kicking and flailing like a maniac every time someone tickles me. Because she would come up to me and not stop. So, yeah. Let's not forget the you can't talk game until I say your name 5 times. There was one instance actually in particular, we were like supposed to go to bed, and she's like, Jinx, you can't talk until I say your name 3 times. And she said my name twice and wouldn't say it the last time. And I started crying. Where's the mic going? Okay. I started crying, and my dad walks in the room and is like, why are you crying? And I couldn't say anything. And then he remembers now. And then he was just like, Brittany, talk. She doesn't have to say her name, you can talk. And I was like, no, I can't. And she was like, oh, you're talking.
She's your problem now, Eric.
Yeah, she's yours now. It's okay though. It's okay. You moved to Massachusetts and now it's all better. So, the lovely couple here met at college at WPI. Rhiannon went for liberal arts and engineering or music and tech. I don't know. She gives me like 2 options and expects me to make a decision. And Eric went for computer science, both nerds, obviously, but in the best way possible. And I just think they're a perfect match for each other. I love the ceremony. I think all weddings should be like that ceremony. I think it was gorgeous. So, yeah. So I'm gonna move on to something completely different. Alright, so to end, I'm going to take some of the lyrics from the song that we just sang and relate them to the lovely bride. There's a line that goes, she is like a cat in the dark, and then she is the darkness. This is because Rhiannon is a cat. Not like a cat, is a cat. And by is a cat, I mean, she thinks she is a cat. I'm pretty sure she has a stash of catnip in her room somewhere. Who needs drugs when you have catnip? There's also a line that goes, all your life you've never seen a woman taken by the wind. She rules her life like a bird in flight. And this describes her perfectly. She is taken by her own wind. She does whatever she wants to make herself happy. And I think her and Eric have started a great life together in Massachusetts. They have a lovely home, and they just seem very happy and wonderful together. And I do have one more page. Right. And lastly, there is dreams unwind, love's a state of mind. Even though she doesn't come home as often as she should. Seriously. She visit us more often. I miss you. Now it's your turn. I came up here 2 weeks in a row for you. I still love her, even though we don't see each other as much. And I think, we all know that she still loves all of us, even though she moved so far away. She does still love us, I promise. Love is a state of mind, not a state of being. You don't need to be present and with the person in order for them to show their love. It's just, you should know. It's just something that's natural, Our bond as friends and family is still just as strong, whether we're together or apart. And, the saying, absence makes the heart grow fonder. So I think that's especially true for us. So, in conclusion, I just want to say congratulations again, and good luck as your dreams unwind throughout the rest of your life.